Welcome to another great episode of Life in the Pocket. We have something smooth lined up for you as you listen, whether it be in the morning, in the afternoon, or at night. Enjoy these sick beats by C3 Drums.
Nice.
That can be found on YouTube.com. Welcome to another great episode of Life in the Pocket for your sockets and your mom and your kids. They not gonna knock it. This is Life in the Pocket.
Dang, bro. That was fresh. That was fresh.
And then we just roll our normal intro. Right there.
Yes.
You know what? Let's just go ahead and add another little ditty in here. Let's just make this the music episode because I want to throw in our last little. We had a moment, like you know how Bethel when it gets really
spontaneous.
Yeah, they'll put it as a moment. Here's a moment.
Yes. Here, show us. Show us the moment.
All right, ready?
Oh.
Dude, that guitar tone. Oh, wow. Ooh. got a little sharp there.
I got a feeling tonight's gonna be a good night. Tonight's gonna be a good night. Tonight's gonna be a good night. Only me. Tonight's gonna be a good night. Tonight's gonna be a good night. 'Cause we're filming the show at midnight. I feel it. Sick!
I don't care what anyone
That was
says.
tight.
That was better than it ever was when we were just screwing around with
That
it.
was tight, bro.
The way that we came in together, and I was going like,
Dude, I ripped that one off of Pitch Perfect,
dude,
bro.
I hit a little, I hit a filter sweep.
Yeah, the filter sweep, bro.
I hit a,
And then you just flowed right into the melodies right there.
Mixed with the SM58 tones.
I can't wait
It's
to
just
hear that.
Sorry.
Anyway, welcome to the greatest show on
Here's
the
what I
internet.
want you to know is you'll never get that on Joe Rogan. You'll never get
That's
it
true.
listening to Joe Biden.
You know
You'll
why?
never get it
'Cause he's
listening to
bald.
Joe Jorgensen, okay?
Because
JoJo.
Joe Rogan's bald.
Any Joe on this earth, okay, Joe might have Kanye, but does Kanye do stuff like this? No, he doesn't.
Dude, he kind of did.
He honestly a little bit
That
did.
was
he
actually-
was like,
Oh, he was.
I thought
He
that
was
went on
riffing,
for
dude.
way too long.
He's like, hey, man, people in the crowd be singing like this. We love Jesus. And Joe Rogan the whole time is like,
Honestly, he's like, just imagine 100,000
we should
people.
talk about that this episode.
We can definitely throw it in there. Just imagine 100,000
like,
people.
I believe it.
He's like singing like, holy, holy. I don't remember what he was saying.
Yeah,
He was
I
like,
can't
he was
either.
like, just imagine 100,000 people.
And he's not the best singer either.
Dude, that was so good.
Like, that's what he did. He's
yeah.
like, holy, holy.
Oh, yeah.
And imagine 100,000 people. And the ground is shaking, yo, with 100,000 people singing that. Just imagine that.
He said, sorry, I was off on a symphony. What were we talking about?
Dude, I think
There's
in
another symphony
symphonies.
for you.
No, for real though.
He said, I'm sorry, what were we talking about? I don't even remember the question.
Bro, I'm into hydroponics now. I got a farm.
Hey, ask me
He
what I
said,
ate
bioengineering is basically just farming.
Ask-
Dude,
ask
that's
me-
all in its simplest form.
Ask me what I ate for lunch today.
What'd you eat for lunch today?
I'm going to
Hunter?
answer like Kanye. See, when you drive down the road and you're looking on the way to where you eat and you see these places that don't have monasteries and these monasteries need to be modern.
Yeah.
And when we're talking about modern, everything don't need to be old.
And I created
no
the
more.
greatest company ever to be
Yeah.
modern.
And everybody said Ye couldn't make Yeezys, and Ye made Yeezys.
And I was in debt, but now I'm worth like $16 billion.
So I'm gonna be the president.
And Oh, yeah, I'm running for president. I forgot about that. Let me tell you.
Tell us why you're going to be different.
Literally.
Here's the thing. I'm the perfect combination of all
Here's the thing,
things.
though. I'm already the president.
And since I'm talking about being the president, vote for the birthday party.
Yeah.
And you know why I want to call it the birthday party? Because it's happy. And you know why that's happy? Because it's innocent. You know who else is innocent? My child, North. Okay? And I listen to what North be saying to me.
Oh, okay.
I feel like, and
It's
when
like
he asks,
literally
what
it's
are you
following a train to going nowhere.
what are you gonna eat for lunch?
Dude, I think he's low-key really smart,
Here's the problem, though.
Yeah.
Everybody else, the world, they want you to eat with your mouth, but I eat with my mind. So that's the difference, is that when you're driving down the road and you're seeing Wendy's and McDonald's and you're thinking to yourself, man, I need to get me a cheeseburger. I'm not even on that level. I'm on another level because while you're feeding your stomach, I will feed my soul, okay?
Yeah, wow.
And that's the difference.
That's good.
That's the difference. That's why when I wake up in the morning, I just got Boston on accident.
Boston.
I felt it coming.
Boston.
But, you know.
That was tight.
So
that was very true, too. Like, the whole time I was listening to it.
I actually, he said so many things that I was
There
like,
was some drops. I was like, ooh, dang.
I was like, I was honestly like, am I about to vote for Kanye?
Dude, I had already voted.
Until he basically alluded that he forgot he was running for president. He was like,
I haven't
yeah,
gotten
my
there
cousin
yet.
called me and he was like, yeah, what you going to do for the presidency? And he was like,
Shoot, I'm on the ballot.
yeah, I'm running for president. And you're like, how do you forget?
I forgot about it, man.
Yeah.
Or he said, this is what he said. It hadn't even crossed my mind.
Yeah.
I haven't finished the
Rona,
episode.
he was too busy taking them hot showers. I heard that's what he said. He's like, yeah, I had the coronavirus and I was just taking hot showers and eating soup, so I wasn't even thinking about it. And then he said, and then all of a sudden I was like, oh yeah, I'm running for president.
And then, But then he'll be like, yeah, and people worried about coronavirus killing people. He's like, Planned Parenthood's killing more black babies in a day than coronavirus. And you're like, what? And then he's like, yeah, I'm about to make a new version of pickles. Then you're like, okay, I'm losing you again.
It takes
Honestly,
him a while.
that really is how it
he'll
is.
say some like super strong something.
You're like,
but
yeah.
he'll take so long to get there, and then you're like, oh yeah, okay, follow this train of thought.
But
And then he's like, nah,
then he
I'm not gonna.
jumps somewhere else. Dude, well, I was so he was saying all these great things. Like when he talks about his faith, it kind of gets like, it's like really good.
Yeah.
And he seems so solid.
So just to interject for the people that don't understand, because we pretty much Kanye'd our way into this episode, is that we're talking
That's true.
about the Kanye West episode from
Joe
Rogan.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
If you haven't, it's 2 hours long and it's very interesting. We've talked about Sean Curran on this episode before and how those
Not on this
artistic
episode, but on the show.
before and how artistic people are like, they talk and we don't really understand what they're talking about, but it's like listening to that, except it's 2 hours.
Yeah. He said, like, the most recent thing I heard him say that I was like, oh, okay, what? Like, he's talking about, literally redesigning civilization and society altogether. And he started talking about how since money is imaginary, then I don't understand why the world can't be free. And I'm like, okay, that's...
How much does the world cost?
Yeah, well, that was a thing.
How much does the world cost?
But he was literally like, I'm going to make the
buy
world...
it?
I'm going to make the world free. And I'm like, well, you're a communist.
Yeah,
like,
so
why do we pay for anything?
when he kept talking about, I want to be leader of the free world, I'm like, nobody calls it the free world anymore. It's kind of creepy. Anyways.
Creepy. It creeped you out for him to call it the free world?
Yeah, and then what else creeped me out is that he showed the new Yeezys, and they're basically like high-def Crocs.
Nice.
That sounds tight.
Did you not
I didn't see
them?
that.
Let me pull them up.
I haven't
Yeah,
seen
pull
that
them up and
yet.
put them on the screen. But I
have
was
internet.
here. Hold on. Just try to get on and I'll share the password with you.
Which one is it again?
5G sudden link on
All right. Is
on the track.
it not asking?
Not yet. There it is. Share, baby. Share, baby. Share. Did it work?
Sick.
Nice,
I'm in.
dude. Apple is legit.
Future.
So anyway, I thought he had some really good takes about sustainability. There were some things where I was like, okay, but there were some things I was like, dang, that's actually really true. Like about like what is sustainability? Where does it start? And he was talking about like we need to be teaching our kids the right stuff. And I was like, dang, bro, that's super true. He was talking about like, we need to be like, the reason that all of us are sick and stuff is because we're eating all this junk. That's freaking true. Like we should be growing our own stuff, and we should know what we're putting in our bodies and stuff. I'm like, dang, that's super true.
I have not seen these.
Put them up on the screen, dog.
This says they're $1,550. I don't think that's true.
He said on the podcast he wanted to make his shoes $20.
Yeah, I think this is just some. I think it might be like a scam or something. Anyways, here are.
I've seen those. I've seen those. They've been out for a while.
They're like sporty Crocs.
Yeah.
They're something.
They're like shark Crocs.
Dude,
they look like sharks.
That ain't a shoe.
Yeah, he said he was trying to go no laces.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, looks like
he also did this.
If you're listening and not watching, this is basically just imagine a croc, but then you cross like that
sports version
with
of
a crocodile.
Hey, I tell you what, take a can of marshmallow fluff, open it up, and hold it out the window while you're going down the interstate. That's exactly what they look like.
He doesn't want there to be interstates.
Okay,
I'm just kidding.
Here's an example. This picture looks.
Okay. Ooh.
So one of the things he said is these are, what's that term?
It looks like your feet are susceptible.
Ergonomic.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So
they look like climbing shoes.
Everybody's making shoes with tongues. And he said, your foot naturally bends this way. He said, so I got rid of the tongue so your foot can bend. And you're like, well, that makes a lot of sense.
But yeah. Okay.
But like, if you walked around with those, you would get made fun of.
Yeah, faux show.
What are those other pictures on the left?
If I wore those in front of my brothers, they'd be like, what?
Dude, here's the problem. They don't look good.
Yeah, they ain't looking.
But
it ain't it.
As a Croc lover, as a Croc lover, I would buy a pair.
I want some Crocs over those, if I'm being honest.
That's true.
Yes,
that's true. But
now I'm a fan. I think these have been pretty timeless. Like I would still. I don't own any, but I like them. I think they're cool. The Splies, is that what they're called? Now, see, I'd rock a pair of these. I'd rock a pair of these slides,
dude. The $400 Yeezy slides.
I'd rock some of those if it was a gift. Shout out the preachers and sneakers. That's but yeah, I'm not about that like more than $100 shoe game. You know, like 100 is like my limit pretty much, unless it's a real nice pair of like something real quality like leather.
All right, this brings me to my okay. I found a website. All right.
We're looking at a bunch of pictures of shoes. Get on YouTube.
One of my questions is he talks so much about the success of his company.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying that it's not successful, because I realize that like Nike owns the media world. So you're going to see a butt ton of Nike. You're going to see a butt ton of Adidas.
Yeah.
But like, I wonder how successful. Like, I wonder how many people are really, really buying this.
Yeah.
Because he said that things are going to be $15, and on his website, they're $85.
Yeah. Well, so I like those. I like those slides with the spiky bottoms better than the ones up there. Those are a little too. I don't know the word.
Dude, it looks like a movie where I live on a spaceship, and that's like the outfits there.
It looks like Interstellar.
That's what I was born in.
All right. Here are the Yeezy 350 version 2. If it would load.
V2? Come on, V2. V2 movement.
These are it. So I think the ones that everybody knows as Yeezys, the popular ones, are the 350s.
Boosts, the Yeezy Boosts.
Yeah.
But why, Kanye, why are they 180?
To get this gray pair, those are sick.
Yeah, those are tight.
Yeah, but why aren't they $20?
$20.
Well, these are like regular shoes, so I can understand. But the Crocs ones should only be like $20.
Here's the thing. Let me ask you guys' opinion on this. What do you think? Do you think he'd make more money if he designed cheap shoes that sold for $20, or and sold a butt ton of them, or make your shoes ridiculously expensive and kind of exclusive? And so a bunch of people want to pay whatever it takes to be exclusive and have them.
I'm always broke and I'm cheap, so I would vote for the cheap version.
Right. I mean, I'm never going to buy a pair of shoes that's that expensive. Because I will never do it.
I literally believe the reason Crocs are popular is because they're inexpensive. I mean, they're not they're like 40, 30
They're pretty
bucks.
expensive for what they are.
But, anytime you're going to go buy Nikes, you're going to at least pay like $70.
For some reason, I've always put like Crocs in the same. I've always thought they were expensive because I always kind of put them in the same like category. I know they're more high quality than this, but this is like the category I put them in with like Old Navy flip flops. Like just like the old cheap flip flops from Old Navy.
So I would pick a better word than high quality because they're more just like indestructible.
Okay.
So like
I'll take it.
I put them at the same level as Old Navy flip flops, but Old Navy flip flops will eventually just break.
Right.
These cannot break.
I feel like I just woke up while y'all have been having a conversation. I don't know how we got here.
To Crocs?
Yeah.
We're talking about shoes. We're talking about Crocs.
I just had a moment where I was like,
You ain't listening, boy.
I was listening.
Ain't even. Why is that one shoe turned the other way? I don't like it.
No way. Oh my gosh.
It's supposed to
I
make
don't
you want to
like
buy
that.
it.
I don't like that.
Makes you
Is
want
it
to
the
buy
most
it to get
expensive?
rid of it.
Israfi.
No.
Israfil. Some of these are just plain not it, dude. I'm not gonna lie. But I like his like. I don't know, his vibe. He's got a vibe.
He's got a vibe.
He's got a vibe for sure.
I'm about it.
I mean, I'm not about him. I don't know if he's going to be the leader of the free world.
Mash, have you voted yet?
I have not.
I voted today. So since you're the only one that hasn't voted,
I'll vote for Kanye.
There it is.
So you're gonna vote for Kanye.
I don't think so.
Why?
I don't know. I'm afraid.
I think. Do we have to write it in, or no? He's on the ballot.
He's
in
on
our
the
state.
ballot. Yeah,
He's
birthday
not
party.
gonna-
And it says birthday party on it.
He's not going to be elected, so I might as well just throw my vote away.
So here's
Wow!
my
How
thing.
dare you?
I'm serious.
Like I said, Kanye has said things that line up with a lot of the ways that we think.
Yeah.
But the thing that didn't trigger me, but the thing
Hunter
that
was
made me
triggered for
kind of
sure.
wary is when he talked about his cousin called him and he said, quote, "It slipped my mind." Like if you forget that you're running for president, you probably don't need to be president.
Well, if you forget you're running for president, to me that says, "Oh, I'm not legit running for president. I'm running for president, but I'm not like actually thinking I'm gonna be president." He even said it at some point, like he implied that he knew that he was not going to get elected.
Yeah. So one person told me, I know we're not getting into
He said,
politics,
"For sure,
but-
I'm going to get elected in 2024, though, like for sure."
Yeah. One person told me, I'm not diving into like who we're voting for or anything like that, but he said Kanye's in on strategy. And I was like, what? And he goes, okay, so a lot of young millennial people aren't going to vote for Trump because he is like the epitome of a boomer and they don't like boomers. He said, but they're not going to vote for Biden because they're going to see Kanye and they're going to be like a small part of me wants to vote for Kanye because it's Kanye.
Yeah.
Like to say, bro, in 2020, I voted for Kanye.
Yeah, right.
But-
right.
Dude, I don't want to be able to say that.
Come on, bro.
So he feels like a lot of people are going to do that anyways.
Word. Well, I thought it was really funny to go and see Kanye West, the birthday party on the ballot. I thought it was really it was kind of cute. That's funny.
Dude, I'm going to the courthouse with a confetti popper, and I'm going to vote for him. And
Birthday
then pop it.
party.
When
When we were texting
Yeah.
the other day, we both said the birthday party at the same time. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
That was tight. Synergy. That's what we call
But
that.
you one up me because you sent it with the birthday.
The confetti.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
That's the move. That's the move there.
Nice. Dude, when you say happy birthday to somebody, though, it automatically does it.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Let's try it.
Let's try
I'm
it.
testing this out.
I'm testing this out.
I'm testing this out first.
Testing it out.
All right, tight.
Look.
Okay. So if I just say
Oh, it didn't do it.
it put balloons.
It does it on his end.
Yeah, it put balloons.
Oh.
That was tight.
And I didn't tell it to put balloons.
Right.
So, to wrap up what we've been talking about, go listen to the Kanye thing, and it's great.
Yeah, we're just checking back in on our boy.
Yeah,
he
Kanye.
hasn't returned our emails yet.
Yeah, we're going to stay up to date on Kanye news in
here's
2020.
Here's the thing. If we had some kind of Kanye is just kind of wild enough to where he would definitely come on our show.
I felt like that in the beginning.
He
I felt
would
like
for
if we would
sure
have
do
reached
it.
out when he first dropped the gospel album, he might have been like, yeah, okay.
For sure.
Dude, I feel
No
like
doubt.
if we just told him that God wants him on the podcast,
No,
He'd come.
if you listen to the podcast, he goes,
he's
I don't like
where-
when people be coming up to me and say, God told me to tell you. That ain't
true.
cool.
That's true.
That we won't say it that
He's
way.
so
then.
oddly like theologically conservative and sound.
It is. It's very odd. It's very weird.
It's just not like what you would expect from him.
The only thing that kind of, what gets kind of weird for me, not weird, it's just kind of confusing to me when he talks about how before he got saved, God was telling him to do certain things and stuff. He was like, God told me to start a church
but he
before I was
does-
saved and stuff.
Yeah, he does specify, like, even before he started the church, he talks about how, like, God, he had, like, communication with God all through his rap career.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but he specifies, I wasn't saved until this moment
Right.
as well. So, like, you don't know really. You know, I get some people are like, yeah, God was using me. I mean, I'm not saying God doesn't speak to lost people. It just seems almost like, I don't know. I don't know what's right. I don't even know where I am.
Nice. Okay.
Okay.
You just had a MASH moment.
Yeah.
What just happened?
Speaking of MASH, go and follow MASH on Instagram.
Yeah.
That was a deep cut today.
Yeah.
Usually we do it at the beginning or the end, you know? Today,
A deep cut?
I don't know. I don't know where I am.
Okay.
Now we've all said it. I wanted to be part of the club. So anyway, Northica. Is that what your hat says?
I don't know. I just bought it from H&M.
Noise. Or should I say North?
It does say Northica. Named after Kanye's daughter. Shout out to you, North.
Shout out Northwest.
So
What a-
yeah, it's
what a clever
8:13
naming.
p.m. So I think that's why we've kind of lost some of our edge, and this is the third time we've tried to record this episode because of technical difficulties.
Did we keep all that footage?
No,
We
I
had
deleted
major,
it.
major
Well, I
mic
mean, it's still on
problems.
there.
Hey,
but,
anybody want to buy a mic?
Yeah, this mic has bit the dust.
Frick. Now I have to buy an audio interface at some point. I have to buy a new mic at some point.
I mean, that mic sounds pretty good.
I mean, it doesn't sound bad.
But
Dude, that 57 coming in strong.
yeah, so I don't know if
I'm going to let you guys on a secret.
Here we go. Yes.
Wait. Wrong.
You guys thought this was an SM58? Nah. Think again.
It's SM.
It's the government trying to
Tell
lie
him,
to you.
Coleman. Tell him.
Does this look familiar? Musicians?
Ooh.
Guitar players. Amp micers.
Does this look familiar? This is a 58,
Or,
but not really.
Yeah.
That's a 57 with a screen on
With
it.
a screen on it.
That ain't nothing but a 57.
Look, they're the
With a
same
screen
price
on it.
So if you want, if you buy a 57, you can't be singing with that because it ain't got a screen on it. So buy a 58 so that way you can sing with it and mic your amp with it.
Bingo. Are there any other fundamental difference? I know we're joking, but is there fundamental differences?
I'm going to
I
look
don't
up the
know.
EQ differences between the mics because that would be
Okay.
the only difference.
And then look up the EQ differences in the Pyle brand equivalent. PYLE.
Have you ever plugged one of those things in?
No.
Me neither.
I hear they're not that bad.
Hmm.
It depends. I've like that David R guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's bought like a whole kit of them, and he was like, I mean, they're not that bad.
Dude, throw that up on the screen.
I want to get one of those telephone
Small
mics.
image.
Oh,
You know those telephone mics? You seen those?
Yeah, actually.
Well, you probably could make one. Is that what people
Look how
do?
small that
I don't know.
is. It's going to be so blurry.
What you even talking about,
Can't even
Phyllis?
get it bigger.
They're essentially the same.
They're the
That's as
same.
big
I
as
like
I
how
can
they
get
made
it.
sure to just make it look a little different.
Yeah, so
They said,
this one has the SM58 has more of a bell curve. This one cuts more, and then there's just like a little bit of discrepancy here and here. So like sonically to the human ear, they probably can't tell a difference.
Probably not at all.
Not at all, dude. So, if
Like
you were
we
wondering,
said, like we just told
it's a
you,
50.
it's a
8.
Yeah.
Which it makes it interesting to me. Why would they call? No, wait. It's a 57 plus 1 filter or 1 screen. Therein making it 57 plus 1, 58.
That
Okay.
bubble.
That actually makes sense.
That bubble is the one.
Exactly.
The bubble screen.
And this is the other 57
Yeah.
Yep.
plus 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Here's a question for you. If this is an SM7B, where's SM7A?
That's a great question.
Let's
And one that
Google
I've
it.
wondered my whole entire life, actually. Except never until this moment. So, anyway,
exist.
in other news,
exist.
Oh.
is it cool?
I wonder if they give you pictures. Here, I'll pull it up on the screen so you're not waiting on me.
Hey,
What's-
sure. Send pics.
Let's discuss the. It's just freaking.
No. Oh.
Okay, so there was an SM7 introduced in 1973 that retailed. Oh, well, they should bring that one back so I don't have to pay $500 for this piece of junk.
in the 70s, $256?
I was like buying a new
So,
car back then.
The SM7A had a humbucking coil improved, designed the mic mounting yoke also improved.
So that it's safe to say that that mic was yoked.
So look, SM7A, SM7B, you see what the difference is? Larger windscreen.
Wow. So that is one. Does A plus A equal B?
Yes.
Yes.
So then it's really just an SM7A plus 1A filter.
And B equals 2A.
somebody probably thinks
Wow.
we're doing drugs right now.
Wow.
Shout out to John Chris. There's vodka in here.
It turns
Yes, sir.
Wow, that is. It turns
That's a
out
deep-
we do our best work at 7 a.m.
That's very true. We're all very alert.
Except for that intro.
This is reminding me of episode 1.
Yeah, I was just thinking that, and it makes me
Don't go
sick to my
back. Don't go
stomach.
back and listen to episode 1. It was rough. It was bad. And episode 2 wasn't much better. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
It was a little better, not a lot.
It feels like that. We don't. It's just because.
Have I told you all about my next step in what
don't
worship leaders wear?
Nope.
No, I want to hear though.
I bought some black skinnies,
Oh,
and they're the skinniest of all my skinnies.
Holy guacamole!
Yeah, like technically, I'm wearing. So I bought these khaki skinnies, and they probably get the most loose.
they're called skakis.
out of all my my
Gross.
skinnies. My
They are.
skackles.
That's what they're called.
Skakis.
That's what me and JP call them at least.
And so it's kind of frustrating because I bought them to be skinny, but the more like at the end of the day, they're not as skinny as when you fresh put them on.
That's
Right.
always gonna happen.
I hate that.
But
Especially
my
in
black
the
skinnies,
knees.
they're just as skinny as when I put them on.
Wow. Where are they from?
American Eagle Airflex.
Gotta.
Shout out to you, Dylan.
You gotta.
Hooked me up.
Airflex.
Yeah, that's the brand.
Is Dylan the guy that worked there?
No. One day we had talked about what worship leaders wear, and they were playing at First Baptist Halton, and Dylan was like, they were all wearing skinnies, and I finally was just like, all right, Dylan, your body type is close to mine. Like, you know, you're not thin like McCaslin. You're okay, not chunky, just thick with 2 C's.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Same. Been
And
there.
so I was like, where do you get your jeans from? He goes, bro, go to American Eagle, get the Airflex skinnies. He said, they will fit you great. They're stretchy. These aren't stretchy, but the jeans, and especially the black ones, are stretchy, stretchable. So let me tell you this story, actually, because this is a great story.
Tell me.
So I finally want to make the
hold
jump.
on. Pause. There was a story that McCaslin wanted to tell, and that just reminded me. I just don't want to forget it.
I'll
Continue,
polish us
honey.
off with that story.
All right.
So-
After this one.
Yeah, let me tell you about my skinny jeans story. Anyway, so I decide at this point I'm going to make the jump. As you probably know, as Mash and Coleman definitely know, I never wear Like, one of my things that I felt the most self-conscious about is when Coleman asked me to play. I don't really feel that Coleman is upset with my skill level, but he's upset with my dress. Because I don't show up looking like anybody else. I show up looking like...
Dude, neither does Zach Harp.
Yeah. No, dude. Here's the thing is, Hunter, you're always just authentically Hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how Zach is,
That's
too.
how, yeah.
And all this coming to be, I was about to start leading the modern worship service, so I just felt this pressure that I had to fit the mold.
Mm-hmm.
So I talked to Dylan. I get the location. Me and Lindsay go. Okay, here's another thing. Is like I have to bring Lindsay with me, and because she'll give me honest review of like how it looks. But then again, she uses terms like, "Oh, that's cute," which immediately brings me back to where I was trying like husky clothes on with my mom when I was in middle school. And she was like, "Oh, that looks cute, baby. Yeah, it looks great."
Yeah.
And so
Yeah,
it kind of...
Those are nice.
Like, I trust her, but then I also get this like gut punch, like I'm shopping with my mom. So, okay, we walk in to American Eagle. I walk straight towards the skinny section.
Right.
Okay. I'm looking not to make a far jump, so I'm looking for skinnies without holes in them.
Ooh, got it.
Okay.
How are you going to get your legs into them?
First person walks over to me and says, quote, "You know this is the skinny jeans section."
No.
I kid you not, asked my wife.
Did you still buy pants from them?
Yeah.
I would have been like, I'm out
got
of
a
here.
good
So I
story after
said,
this.
yes,
No.
I understand. And they
should
said,
have
okay,
slapped that
cool.
guy in the
It was a
ankles.
girl.
That
Then I walk over to one
it
side. I
anyway.
walk back because I'm still kind of, like, I don't know if I should make the jump. And then the manager, a guy, walks up to me and he goes, "Hey, you're looking for skinny jeans?" Says it just like that with the question mark at the end.
No.
And I was like, "As a matter of fact, sir, I am."
Wow.
So I get a couple pairs, try them on. Luckily, there was the guy in the try-on room. He was awesome.
He was tight.
Okay, so
No pun intended.
yeah, and the jeans were tight
the
too.
try-on room, not to be confused with the dressing room.
Yeah. So
Yes.
here's another
The
thing.
try-on room.
Here's another pro tip that makes you feel like I want to be away from people. Like when I'm doing stuff like this is out of my comfort
Yes,
zone. I
I
feel
agree,
exposed.
yeah.
And he
Yeah.
goes,
Yeah.
"You trying stuff on?" I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "What's your name?" And so he like writes my name on the door. Like, don't do that.
yeah.
Just let me try
This
my
is
stuff.
Hunty's little
It's-
room.
yeah, it's
And
all-
it says
it's
like
little try-on
It says
room.
like it has the blank and it says blank is trying out their new style.
Hunty's trying on his new skinny winnies.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So, but luckily he was cool. So I walk out with the first. There was only one pair that didn't have holes. So I was going to get a holy pair and a non-holy pair to start it off.
Yeah. All right.
So
They
I'll-
usually have like a 2 for like one, you buy one, get one half off kind of deal going. Yeah.
But I think it was buy one get one free this time. It was a big sale, bro.
Yo.
Big sale.
That's like 2 pairs for $50,
Yeah,
bro.
exactly. So
That's a good move.
I walk out with the non-holy ones, and of course the guy that was back there, he's like, "You should try some of the ones with the holes in it." And then Lindsay was like, "Yeah, he's a worship leader at our church, and we don't really know how that's going to go over." And like I wasn't worried about it, but anyway. So then he goes, "Well, you could get the ones with the hole jeans, and like when y'all go on a date, he can wear them then." Like he was like
He's-
on my
yeah,
side.
Yeah.
He was on my side. So like he made me feel better. I bought it. I bought some shirts. Then I went to H&M and bought the deep tongue shirt. You know what I'm talking about?
Deep
Oh,
tongue.
the scallop. The
Scallop.
tee.
Scallop tee.
I like deep tongue better.
We got to leave that. We got to drop that.
And I
one.
bought this, and I bought some Thursday lookalikes that were like on sale for $10.
Nice.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
so then I went back another time and I bought the khakis and the black jeans.
You gotta. You
And
gotta.
So far, I'm enjoying it.
Good.
I have those exact pants.
Really?
Those are the pants I was wearing today before something happened to me.
Okay.
You pooped your pants?
Before
No.
Mash tells that story, this is related, so I wanted to stay in the same vein, and it's kind of I'm gonna get honest and vulnerable with you guys.
Are you going to share us your skinny jean story?
No, it's not about skinny jeans, but when you said something about how they said you know you're in the skinny jean section, that reminded me of this, and it's not a good. Molly says literally says stuff about it all the time, making fun of me because
Ooh.
it was so humiliating, and it's one of them.
Was it
one of
worse than what I experienced?
Yeah, it's way worse.
Oh, wow.
It's way worse. So this is at Home Depot, all right? I'm at Home Depot. This is back in 2013, 2014-ish. I had a bun, right? I had a man bun.
You did?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I don't remember you having a
send
man
pic.
bun.
I'm gonna send a pic. I lived in Nashville.
Did you
know,
take this selfie in
yeah.
Office Depot?
trying.
Look, when you go to Nashville, you
Or
get a
Home
man
Depot.
bun.
I was trying to, stay cool, but
Yeah.
once you move home, it's like, oh, there's a lot more people that, the peer pressure sets in quickly. And so anyway, I got rid of the bun pretty quickly after I moved back to Bossier. But me and Molly are at Home Depot. I'm just trying to get this pic before I tell this story.
I just viewed that TikTok or whatever it was I showed you. And you said sick and twisted.
Sick
Anyways.
and twisted.
Oh boy.
Hold on, give me 2 seconds. I'm so close.
Might be.
Let's see.
I hate that.
What are you playing?
This is a side note.
Here's some unreleased footage of MASH doing the
Cupid shuffle.
The Cupid
just like
shuffle.
any good white guy would.
Absolutely.
Wait, this is the only.
Here we go.
I need to tell you guys something. If you know me, oh my god.
Yeah.
You guys need to know. I do not dance.
No.
He was
I'm not a
wasted that
dancer
night.
either.
I wasn't. That's not true either. There was no alcohol at that reception.
You
was
still could have
dry.
been wasted.
All right, Hunter, I'm sending it to you.
I don't dance. I don't know. That's a whole nother. That's going to turn into a whole nother thing.
Yeah.
We're going to have to just glaze over
Here,
that.
so this is a picture of me when I had the bun, right?
Whoa.
I was very,
Bro, that looks like the bun off of Mulan.
yeah, bro.
It's a Mulan bun.
Yeah, it's got the little wispies coming off the side of it.
Yeah, dude.
I'll make
So,
a man out of you.
I felt pretty cool. I felt pretty cool with the bun, but once you get back into, Northwest Louisiana, that's especially in 20.
Dude, what is that shirt you got going on?
It's a black shirt, and the bottom of it
It's like
is
a bandana.
That's
bandana.
so Mulan.
Yeah,
dude,
so it was pretty yeah. So
Is that all one shirt?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's from like H&M or somewhere. I don't know. So I'm wearing probably something similar to that. Probably not that exact outfit because this wasn't the same day or anything. But something similar to this. And I have my hair in a bun. We're at Home Depot. And
What were you shopping for?
I honestly don't remember. But I mean, it maybe, I don't know, something normal. And we are.
Like clothes?
No.
Anyways.
No.
Sorry.
No.
Yeah,
So
where do you guys have your skinny jeans?
Where's your
the old
Carhartt
man, the old
skinnies?
man in the smock is like, what?
Well, we're gonna get there. So
oh, yeah.
So I'm okay. So I'm trying to set the scene here. So if we're at Home Depot,
You already
and
did. You're
I'm
at Home
at the
Depot.
end of, so you know where the registers are at Home Depot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're
Yeah.
if I'm in like an aisle that's like in front of the registers, like one of those aisles, like right across from the registers.
Yep.
I'm looking towards the back of the store. Molly's looking at whatever we're looking at, and a worker comes from like where the registers are, so behind me, right, and walks into the aisle.
Yep.
And this is what this guy says. Yeah, he was trying to be nice.
Can you describe him first? How old was he?
He was probably 30. He was like pretty young dude. He walks behind me. This is before, like he's walking past me.
He whistled and pinched your butt.
No, he's walking past me, and he says, "Can I?"
Just say it, Coleman. Just say it. Don't cry.
He said, "Can I help you ladies find anything?"
Yeah.
And I was like,
You died.
me and Molly both just stared at each other. And then he was walking past us. So he looked back to like see what our, if we were going to answer. And he obviously saw
That you were a lady.
that I wasn't a lady. And Molly was like, no, we're good. And I was just in shock because I'd never been mistaken
For a woman.
before. But I was that day.
Dude,
And
I'll do
it
you
wasn't
one, I'll
fun.
do you one better.
Tell us.
I Have you ever been asked out on a date at work
By a man?
by a man?
Oh, no.
Nope.
Did
You
you
wanna-
respond? Did you say I'm heterosexual?
Did you have this beard?
Yeah.
What do you mean at work? What work?
I was bussing tables at Anvil Bar and Steak Room.
It was Dallas, wasn't
It
it? He
used
asked
to
you
be.
out.
It used to be. It is now Pizza Rev. No, literally, there was a waiter. This was, I guess, the first time we had ever worked a shift together.
Mm.
You know,
It's
this
true
is
love.
This is kind of like it was supposed to be like a swanky little restaurant.
Love at first shift.
And I dressed like a mafia member, you know, just because every night I wore black slacks, black dress shoes, and a long sleeve, like black t-shirt tucked in. Like,
Nice.
it was kind of slick, but
Very slick.
Shout out to GJ Mellow Phil.
yeah, Frosty Phil, also known as Frosty
Who's next
Phil.
to him? in that
That's the
vid?
guy from Word of God. Can't remember his name.
They both have buns.
Yeah, they both have buns.
I
So-
can put my hair in a bun. In fact, when I was painting, it wasn't a bun, but I don't wear it in public anymore because of that instance.
So
this is
tell
what
us this
happened.
conversation. He walks up and says what?
So you have the kitchen, okay?
Right.
And there's the kitchen, there's the bar that opens up into the dining room. Between the kitchen and the bar is a small little area where there are computers, waters, you know, it's just a little
Chips.
no chips.
Any pita chips or anything? Hummus?
No. It's just waters and a computer
Cheese, wine.
and lemons. Okay.
Okay, lemons.
So I am leaned up against the wall, my right shoulder. So I'm looking out I can see over the bar, you know, through the first threshold to the bar, over the bar into the dining room. And he comes around the corner and leans up against the wall right in front of me. So his left shoulder, we are face to face leaning against the same wall.
Nice.
And he had been kind of just like making small talk with me, which is fine. Like,
You've been vibing with him for a little
Yeah,
bit.
y'all are vibing.
I mean, there's nothing wrong. I'm
We
not
weren't
saying you were
vibing.
flirting.
no,
You're just
I know.
vibing.
We weren't though.
We can take
Oh.
my picture off the screen.
That's what he looked like though.
Say bye to
No,
Coleman.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
That was good, Mash. I can't even be mad about it.
No, that's not what he looked like. I'm just kidding.
That was
So
tight. That was tight.
he leaned up against the wall in front of me, and I was like, "What's up?" And he says, "Get that out of here." He says, he's like, "So," he asked me this, and it didn't seem weird to me, and I just answered. He said, "So, do you like have a girlfriend or anything?" And I just said, "Nah, I don't have a girlfriend." Like, I didn't say I don't have a girlfriend, or I didn't say girlfriend. No, why would I have a girlfriend?
Right.
I'm gay.
I didn't say anything like that. I just said nah.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Like,
Well,
nah.
I mean, it kind of sounds like, I'm not really into that.
I'm not really into girls.
Either way, he's like, okay. He's like, so, would you want to, he's like, you want to hang out sometime?
Ooh,
And
yeah.
I was
And
like-
you're like, yeah.
I said, what do you mean? Like, that's what I was like, what do you mean? Like, what do you,
So at this point, are you suspecting, or are you just like
Not yet.
Is he feminine at all?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he is.
okay.
But
Got it.
not flamboyant.
Okay. Yeah.
So he asked me that, and I was like, what do you mean? Like, what are you trying to do? And he's
Whoa.
like, he said, I don't know.
What do you want to do to me?
He said, I don't know, just, and this is when my all my alarms went off. Is when he said, I don't know, I just was like, just maybe, just like hang out and listen to some music or something. And that's when I stopped leaning on the wall, and I said, what do you mean? And he said,
Did you get stern with him?
in that moment I did.
Wow.
I said,
Did you make him cry?
no, I said, what do you mean exactly? And he was like, I don't know. I just thought you were cute. And I said, okay. Said, I'm going to stop you right there.
All right.
I said, and this is what I said. I said, I am flattered, but I'm as straight as they come. That's what I said to him. I didn't know what else to say. I was like 19.
So in other
when this
words-
happened.
So he said, I can make you gay.
This has been another great episode of Life in the Pocket.
This
has been the
is a good
last
story.
great episode.
What did you
of
pull
Life
up
in
on
the
your
Pocket.
computer? I really want to see it.
I can't. I really can't.
All right, I'll show me.
So
after this.
Yes,
was, a big hit to my, because obviously I'm wondering, like, why did this dude think that I would have said yes?
Here's the thing. Mash.
You had a simple hairstyle that a lady could have had.
No. Here's the thing. I was mistaken for a lady. You were not even mistaken for anything.
Yeah, you were
he
flattered.
was just shooting his shot because he thought you were cute.
Yeah.
That's completely different.
And to go on record, you didn't have to be all, what do you mean? Like, you could have just been like, hey, I'm kind of getting vibes that you like me, and I mean, I'm just not into guys. But you shunned him.
Wow.
It's not his fault.
Wow.
I didn't.
It's not his fault he was attracted to you, Mash. You gonna shun Houston girl too?
We can't help who we're attracted
No, do you
to.
know why? Because she's a girl.
We're born.
Hunter. And I'm a
not gonna
boy.
Go there.
By the way, let me pull up one thing to polish off this episode. Speaking of Houston girl.
We've been polishing off this episode for like a solid 20 minutes.
Yeah, I also need to tell you, I'm wearing Target joggers right now because at lunch I dumped an entire
He pooped
cup
his
of
pants.
Coke in my lap at Jimmy John's. When I say
Jimmy John's is great.
I'm talking about an entire cup
Okay.
of
pause.
cherry Coke.
Can you
Pause.
believe this love story right here? I mean,
That
look
is-
at this.
I just want to say there was another.
Who knows what her name is? It's a mystery.
There was
Nobody knows.
another picture on Facebook that I commented on, and I think I should win some sort of comment award because I thought it was one of the greatest comments ever.
Was it on Stacy's pick or Mash's pick?
I don't know.
Hey,
I
what
can't
did you
remember.
say?
I think Cameron commented
Oh!
and said,
Yeah, I know which
we're
one.
waiting on you to come and visit or something because they
This
live
one
in
right
Florida. And I said, bring it up, Hunter. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was good.
All right, so here's the pick,
Yeah.
which looks like they got engaged. Let's throw
It
that out there.
does. It does.
It does.
I got that from a few people.
So Coleman, here, let me enlarge this.
Enlarge it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, wonderful. All right. Cameron Theodo says Florida has some great picture spots. ...
Because they said we need to take more pictures together.
That was my caption. Yeah.
and Coleman said his shirt choice suggests he's way ahead of you.
With the palm tree emojis.
Yeah.
That's it?
That's it.
And then Courtney is beckoning Mash to come.
Gifts don't count as comments. They don't count.
And of course, Martha has to give her 2 cents.
Yep. Martha's
All right.
in there.
Anyways, another great picture. They didn't get engaged. I know everybody was wondering. We have some.
I should have started
Stash.
the congratulations line on that pic.
So
That's their
happy
couple
for you,
name.
dude.
Stash.
Yes.
Stash
Stash.
is their couple name.
Wow.
Dang.
Yeah.
What about Macy?
Also, while we're here, shout out to Houston
That's
girl. Well, you just I like
I didn't give it away. It's only the back half of her
Yeah.
name.
true.
There's a lot of
Her name could be
there's a
Lacey.
Yeah,
Houston
Lacey.
Tracy.
Tracy.
Houston girl shared the Lit P episode on her story today.
What?
You know what?
Yeah.
You know what the next step? It's time for her to take the next step. You know what that is?
What?
Was it on Insta?
Yeah.
I don't think I follow her.
It's time for her
She
to take
tagged.
the
She
next.
tagged Lit Pizzle?
Mm-hmm.
It's time for her to take the next step.
Which is
She needs to come give her story on the pod.
I know.
But the next step, in my opinion, is to become a patron.
she said Tuesdays are for Lit P.
Oh my gosh.
She said
Dude,
that.
what a fan! That's amazing.
Wow.
Thank you.
I'm gonna say that
Thank
backwards.
You,
Wow.
beep, for your contribution.
You bleeped yourself.
I knew Hunter
No,
wouldn't. I knew Hunter wouldn't do it, so I bleeped my own self out.
True.
Well,
True. All right, we got to get out of here.
this has been a boring episode of Life
We're
in the
grasping
Pocket.
for straws.
So,
We've been grasping ever since the intro ended.
but we're back in Lit P Studios, our
Yes, we
new
are. It's a
permanent
great
home.
day. It's a great day.
We have a lot of projects that are going to come out of here. I'm going to be filming here very soon
Like
because I have
yeah.
some stuff coming out. It's a secret, though.
No doubt. No doubt, bro.
Am I slipping this in now?
No, I just wanted to show you that. That's not even for the pod.
What is this, dude?
You're tracking Stace?
Now they have the front half and the back half. Let's see if they.